Do you also want to solve the questions of inequality correctly in 1 minute? Then you have reached the very right destination, guys. Hello everyone, I'm Pratiksha Agarwal and today I'm going to start a new topic, inequality, and also I will teach you how to solve these questions correctly, accurately, and within a minute. So, without wasting the time, let's start the video. But before starting, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Now, let's quickly start the video. So first of all, I'm going to tell you about the signs which are used in inequality. So this is the very first sign, students. Now this sign means greater than. Now since its mouth is open towards A, which will be, so this whole statement will be read as A is greater than B. Now let's move on towards the second sign. So this is the second sign and it is just opposite to the first one. This is called the smaller than sign. Okay. Now see, its mouth is close towards A. So this statement will be read as A is smaller than B. Okay. This is the third sign. Now this sign means smaller than or equal to. The sign is, the mouth of the sign is close towards A, so it will be read as A is smaller than or equal to B. The fourth sign is this one. This sign is greater than or equal to. The mouth is open towards A, so it will be read as A is greater than or equal to B. Now the last sign is this one. This sign is equal to sign. So this whole statement will be read as A is equal to B. So these are the signs which are used in inequality. Now I am going to tell you its application. So let's move on to the very first question. So this is the first question and this is how the questions of inequality are asked in the examination. First of all, the statement says P is greater than or equal to Q, Q is greater than R is less than S and S is less than or equal to T. So this is the statement. Remember guys, in the question statements are always correct. Okay. Now the conclusion. Among these four conclusions, we have to find out which conclusion is correct and which conclusion is not correct based on the given statement. Okay. So our conclusion one is T is greater than R. Now here two parties, or you can say two alphabets are involved, T and R. So we have to focus on this from R to T. Only on this much we are going to focus for conclusion number 1. Now it is saying that T is greater than R. So here you can see is T is greater than or equal to S. The statements we have read from left to right, and for the conclusion, since T is greater than R is given, so we will read from right to left. See this sign, the mouth is open towards T. So T is greater than or equal to S and S is greater than R, which means T is also greater than R, because see this greater than sign is common. Now when we talk about the greater than or equal to or smaller than or equal to sign, so this sign is applicable only between these two parties. Okay, matlab means this sign is applicable for S and T. Okay, not for R. So that is why T is greater than R. So our conclusion number 1 is right. Now the conclusion 2 says T is greater than Q. So now we will focus on this T and Q. I hope this much you are able to understand this. Now students, you can see here that two opposite signs are used here. From T to R, it's okay because the signs whose mouth are open towards the right are used. Now from when we travel from R to Q, you can see here that the sign whose mouth is open towards the opposite side is used. So in this case, when you come across these type of signs, in this case no relation can be set up between T and Q. So our conclusion number 2 is wrong. Okay, now let's see the conclusion 3. The R is less than P. Okay, you can see here that P is greater than equal to Q and Q is greater than R, which means P is greater than R. So here also, if you read this statement from right to left, it says that P is greater than R, which means our conclusion number 3 is also right. Okay, now let's see conclusion number 4. Q is greater than P. You can see here P is greater than equal to Q, which means this conclusion is also wrong. Okay, so our conclusion number 1 and conclusion number 3 are true. Both the other means the conclusion 2 and 4 are wrong. So here our answer should be option number C. Only 1 and 3 are true. Let's check the answer. See, we got the correct answer, students. I hope you are able to understand this. Now let's see the next question. This is the next question, and the statements are given like this: A equals to B, C is less than equals to F, G is greater than C, B is less than F. So here the relation is not given in continuity. So there are two ways to solve this type of question. First of all, you just see the conclusion and then you have to set up the relation between them. And the next which I follow is like this. See, A is equals to B, so I have written here. Now we have to find out the relation between B and someone else. So here it is written that given here B is less than F. So I have written it like this: B is less than F. Now we have to see the relation between F and something other. See, F is greater than or equal to C. This sign the mouth is open towards F, so F is greater than or equal to C. So we will also write it like this. Now you can see here that G is greater than C. Okay, so we will also write here G is greater than C. So this is the way. Now by doing this we have come to the question which we have solved just now, that is question number 1. Now by doing this we have actually simplified our question. Okay, now we'll just see the conclusions. The conclusion 1 is F is less than B. So you can see here that here it is given that F is greater than B. So our conclusion 1 is wrong because B is actually less than F. Okay, now the second conclusion is F is greater than G. So you can see here again you have encountered two symbols whose mouth are open at towards the opposite direction. See, its mouth is open towards the right, and it's this sign the mouth is open towards the left. And in this case, I've told you earlier that no relation can be set up between F and G. So our conclusion 2 is also wrong. Now the third statement is A is greater than G. Now when we travel from A to G, you can see here that from A to B it's okay, from B to C. See, there are two signs whose mouth are open in the opposite direction. See, this sign the mouth is open towards the right, and this sign the mouth is open towards the left. So in this case I've told you that no relation can be set up between A and G. So our option number 3 is also wrong. Sorry, conclusion 3 is also wrong. I hope this much is clear to everyone. Students, whenever you encounter these type of signs, see here also the mouth is open in opposite direction, and here also from F to, you can see here from F to G the sign, if you see the signs between F and G, the signs their mouth is open in the towards the opposite direction. So in this case also there is no relationship which can be set up between F and G. Now the fourth conclusion is A is greater than C. Now when we traveled from A to C, we encounter the same situation where the signs have their mouths open in the opposite direction. Okay, from B to C you can see here that these two signs have mouths open in the opposite direction, which means no relation can be set up between A and C. So our conclusion 4 is also wrong. So here in this question, none of the conclusion is true. So our answer should be option number B, none is true. Let's check the answer. See, we got the correct answer, students. Let's move on to the next question. So this is the next question, students. Here also the statement is given as it is given in the earlier question, the question which we have done right now, question number 2. So I'm going to simplify it and write it like this. Let me read this for you. See, A is greater than A is greater than equal to B, so we have written it here. Then B is equals to I, so I've written here like this. I, sorry, okay. Now B is greater than equal to C, so since B is equals to I, so we can write it like this, that B is greater than equals to C, and now C was greater than G. So I have written here like this, and A was greater than equals to H. So I have written here like this. So this is how I have simplified my question. Now I will see the conclusion based on this. Now I don't have to do anything with this. I will see only this. Okay. So the conclusion one is C is greater than H. So this is H here and this is C here. So H and this is C. So now while traveling from H to C, you can see here the signs whose mouths are open in the opposite direction. Hence there is no relation which can be set up between H and C. So our conclusion one is wrong. This is the easiest way I am teaching you students to solve the inequality. The second conclusion is H is greater than B. So let me first erase this for you. Okay. Mhm. Now the second is H is greater than B. So this H to B. Now students, as you can see here, again we have encountered the same two signs whose mouths are open in the opposite direction. Hence no relationship can be set up between H and B also. So our conclusion 2 is also wrong. Now let's move on to conclusion 3. B is greater than G. Okay, let me first erase this. Ah, B is greater than G. Okay, so here you can see here that B is greater than equal to C and C is greater than G, which means B is greater than G. Okay, so our conclusion 3 is right. This greater than and equals to sign works only for B and C and also for I because B is equals to I. Okay, this will not work for this greater than equals to sign will not work for B and G. It is only for B and C. So that is why B is greater than G. I is greater than A. Okay, so students, this is I and this is A. Okay, now you can see here that A is greater than equal to B. Okay, and B is equal to I, which means A is greater than or equal to I. So our conclusion 2 is also wrong because it is given that I is greater than A. Okay. Here A is greater than equals to I. So our conclusion 4 is also wrong. So here only conclusion number 3 is right. So our answer should be option number E. Only 3 is true. Let's check the answer. See, we got the correct answer, students. So that's all for today. I hope you like this video. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye bye. Thank you.